This looks and sounds like just a couple of drunk women who have a little bit of a power trip coming out and who are going to get their way and apparently have never been told no ever. And they got told no, they got thrown out. They're a little bit embarrassed. And so now they're flexing their nuts a bit. And here's what went down when she starts pulling out the policy and the statutes and the procedures and all of that. And now, to be perfectly clear with you, I don't practice law in Rhode Island. I'm licensed in Arizona and California. So I don't know what the rules are. And I don't know if she's going to have some good arguments, maybe to say that some of the evidence against her should be precluded, or like he didn't turn the body camera off and he should have. So therefore, that is evidence that should not be admitted against her in trial or something, right? So she can move to preclude that evidence in trial if she's going to take this case to trial, which she is not, right? So we're going to see what is going to happen. She's ultimately going to be arrested and charged with crimes, but will she just plea this thing out and get a diversion deal? Probably. She'll just say, I'll just make this go away, get diversion, follow the law, be on probation for 12 months, and just get, basically a similar result that most people get in situations like this. As long as you've got no criminal history, had a little too much to drink, you go through the process, you get arrested, you get charged, you got to spend time in court, you have some penalty, probably spent the night in jail, got to pay fines and all the things. And so they'll give you a diversion. The charges get dismissed as long as you're good for a year. It happens all the time, right? They don't generally try to stick people with felonies and misdemeanors for minor offenses like this if you can be rehabilitated, kind of a first strike thing. But she might have some other arguments if she wants to get aggressive with it and fight it. Maybe the Rhode Island policy says you do have to throw it off, turn the camera off. But again, even if, like, for example, the camera is turned off, you just say, well, that evidence is not going to be admissible against her in a trial. But the fact is the officer can still come in and testify about what he saw, and all of the other evidence just based on perception is still going to be valid against her. So it's just kind of like an irrelevant thing anyways. Like, what? Okay, you want the body camera off so that your face is not plastered all over the place when you get there or something? Is the real justification for it? Because it's not necessarily going to immunize you against criminal charges per se.
I'm not saying you don't want to deal with it, but the protocol is, when your protocol is, if I ask you to turn off the body cam, you have to turn it off. And that's your protocol.
She's a lawyer. So
she's an effing lawyer. Oh, and look, she's dead-eyeing the camera too. Wow, she's an effing lawyer. You know how much cops care about that? None.
he knows.
Well, that's lawyer stuff, so that's not true. So we got to go.
No.